everyone and welcome to this week's video. We are back with another reading vlog. I had an unexpected free day and my hold for the Ugly Love audiobook for my library just became available. So we're gonna read this book and I'm terrified. If you saw my reading 7 books in 7 days reading vlog challenge, you know that Colleen Hoover just has a way of breaking me. I don't know if I'm in the mood to cry, but it's a gloomy day outside, it's raining, so it feels fitting. We'll see how this goes. First of all, I forgot to mention that this reading vlog will have spoilers. So if you haven't read this book and you don't want it to be spoiled, you can read the book and then come back and watch this once you're done. But let's get started.
Chapter 1. Tate.
We've officially met Miles. We're not starting off strong here. I'm really hoping that he's so drunk, he's just out of it enough to be picturing her as Rachel and not that she looks like Rachel, because that would suck for Tate. I'm the kind of person who likes the books where they just only have eyes for their person. So the fact that he is still hung up on Rachel, I don't think I'm gonna enjoy that very much. Nothing bad better happen to Cap. Also, it would be really cute to picture him in his little chair with like a pilot hat on, especially in a building full of pilots. Rachel. She's like poetry. I like that reaction when it's towards the main character, not someone else. Is Rachel dead? Is she gonna be dead? Is he the reason that she died? This is too much. The next line is, I say her name over and over in my head because I am positive it's the name of the next girl I'll fall in love with. Nah. How is he gonna be so enveloped in Rachel immediately when he meets her? And then with Tate, he's standing in her doorway, angry, getting mad at her for something that wasn't even her fault. He was the one that was drunk. I mean, I know there's gotta be some tension. We've gotta build up to it, but like, listen, so far, Miles is not it for me. Miles can go very far away. The dad's new girlfriend is gonna be Rachel's mom, isn't she?
My eyes meet the eyes of the girl standing behind her. The eyes of the girl standing behind her meet mine. You're gonna fall in love with me, Rachel.
Yikes. Well, okay, if this were a different kind of book, there wouldn't be a problem with that. I don't think Colleen does that, though. Well, actually, she might. We're on to chapter 5. The line, anywhere I sit, I'll feel him. He's everywhere. Everything is Miles. So the way that Miles felt about Rachel is the way that she feels about Miles. Which, I mean, I guess technically at this point we don't know how Miles feels about her. Maybe he's holding himself back because something bad happened with Rachel. Being second to someone would suck. Maybe I'm just sensitive because I just finished My Policeman and that's basically like the entire premise of the book. He smiled! They're on their way to Thanksgiving and he smiled at her for the first time. They had a moment. I may not be his biggest fan, but I am a sucker for moments. I feel like all of Colleen Hoover's characters need therapy. I mean, we all need therapy, but there's some deeper issues here. We're not even to page 100 yet, and I don't know how I feel about him. He's about to go on his first date with Rachel, though, and he's obviously lying to his dad about it. They're moving in together. Also, the part where Miles asks her what she wants to be, and she says happy, same messy. She can't die within those 7 months, right? Because why would he still be torn up about it when he's in a... How old is he supposed to be? I don't know, I'm picturing him in like his 30s. I don't feel like anyone in their 20s should be a pilot. Logically, I know that there are pilots in their 20s, but it doesn't feel right. Miles just cut his hand. I'm sorry. The fact that he said, don't let me do that again. No. Good sir, you are a grown man. The audacity. The audacity. What the hell? Oh, she literally says, what the hell? It was a good kiss, though. Wasn't his hand still bleeding?
You make it so hard to breathe. He punctuates his sentence with his kiss, bringing his lips over mine.
Miles. Okay, maybe he does feel that way about it. He's scared for it to happen. Also, I just realized I was wondering about his age earlier, but at the beginning of every Miles chapter, it says 6 years earlier, which means he's definitely in his 20s. He's about to turn 18, so he's my age. Yikes. That's so embarrassing. Him being 24 adds up a little bit more to the whole wanting to only be friends with benefits thing. I guess not even friends, it's basically just benefits.
Don't ask about my past, he says firmly, and never expect a future. I absolutely don't like either of those rules.
Who would like those rules, Tate? You can't go into a situation expecting him to change his mind when he's this blatant with you at the very beginning. Girlie, you deserve better. And then he gives her a forehead kiss? Nah, she's gonna get ruined. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not really getting into this one. My attention span right now is very short, so it could be because of that. Maybe it's also just because I'm not vibing with Miles right now. Also, I wish Tate was kind of stronger. I get the feeling something bad with water is gonna happen. Is she gonna drown? Are they gonna be in some sort of accident? Why? Chapter 10. We are so far 29% of the way through. Not his dad telling him that he's a good brother. Ew. The difference between the way that he is with Rachel and the way that he is with Tate, it hurts. Like, I feel bad for Tate. That entire scene just made me feel icky. Maybe not the entire scene. And then she has to go to the lobby afterwards. He just kicks her out and she can't even go back into her own apartment because her brother's in the living room. That was horrible. Horrible. This isn't gonna end well for you, bestie.
I like that he's thinking about tonight, and I love how he ends most of his questions with my name. I love how he says my name.
Probably because he's trying to remind himself that you're not Rachel. I'm salty.
Miles, I'm late.
That's gonna be hard to hide. I feel like I'm about to have a breakdown. I'm laughing, but it's not funny. Trauma. Homie's really out here saying relationships aren't worth the end result to me. And like, it hurts her feelings, but she's still doing this thing with him. Like, I don't know, maybe my self-preservation is super high. I feel like I wouldn't be able to do it. I'm not strong enough for that. I am a weak bitch and I'm proud. The irony of her writing poems for him when he was writing poems in his head for Rachel. My feelings are already hurt for her. This line just reinforces my love for Cap. Love isn't always pretty, Tate. Sometimes you spend all of your time hoping it'll eventually be something different, something better. Then before you know it, you're back to square one and you lost your heart somewhere along the way. We love foreshadowing. How sad. That's a great quote, though. Tate, why? Let him go. I don't know, man. I would have walked away a long time ago. Do you know where I am? I just got past the part where he takes her to the runway at the airport and basically tells her that she's breaking both of the rules by asking about his past and also wanting a future with him. He's just being mean. Where he says, "You were right. It's a good thing we weren't friends first. Would have made this a lot harder." Jerk. This part made me mad. I turn away from him because I'm embarrassed at how angry his words are making me. I'm embarrassed it's hurting me like it is, but everything with Miles hurts. It hurts because I know how good our good moments are, and I know how easily the bad moments would go away if he would just stop trying to fight this. If it's not a hell yes, it's a no, girly. Just reading this makes me, like, if I were in this, I would want to move away, find somewhere else to live. Is that possible for her? Probably not, because, you know, you gotta pay rent. That's expensive. Nah, man. No thank you. But I just got a flash of the next page. Why is it that my eyes automatically catch they're already married? Oh, shit. His father hit him? If that is the emotional range of his father, what else are you expecting from the child? Like, therapy. Tate, I want to shake you. The first line is, "I miss you so much, Miles." We're on page 203. Wait, we're at 64%. Didn't think we were gonna get that far. Chapter 23.
Miles is the only one who opens the door and knocks at the same time. Calm down. Calm down. Calm
The
down.
audacity. Go home, sir. I said good day. Nah. He makes me angry. I understand he has trauma. I get it. We all have things that we need to work through. The issue is that he's not working through them.
Are you at least planning to? Corbin asks. Miles exhales and shakes his head again. No.
God, that had to hurt. She really just went to his apartment after he said that? Couldn't be me. This isn't love. This doesn't feel like love. It's just hurt. The only redeeming part of this book is Cap. I said what I said.
We love you so much, Clayton.
Oh no. I'm already getting emotional. I don't really like Miles, but I get it. Okay, well, I don't exactly know what happens yet. I can't imagine loving someone and having a baby with them and to lose both of them. And I don't know in what capacity he loses both of them. I don't know if maybe just Clayton dies and then he loses Rachel as a result of that. Either way, like, how do you go from being so happy to just losing it? I'm making myself sad. It's happening. First of all, I'm really glad that...
Chapter 32. Miles, 6 years early.
Finally, Tate spoke her mind and he broke down. And knowing Colleen Hoover, this next chapter is going to be what happened to them. And I have a feeling I'm not going to like it.
Me, Rachel, and Clayton. My family. You're responsible for the beautiful part, Rachel. The only thing you got from me was his balls. She laughs hard. Oh my god, I know, she says. They're so big. We both laugh at our son's big balls. She sighs. Rest, I thought.
I'm sorry? Who says that? Anyway, we're gonna move on and pretend that that didn't happen.
I tried to save him. I want to be his hero. I can't breathe. You can't love me after this, Rachel.
Why is there always death? The graphic designer in me, I really enjoyed how they did the passages. At the beginning when he first meets her, it goes from being aligned to the left to the middle alignment until he says, Rachel hates me. Visually, that does things to me. I love that. But I hate what happened to them. Clayton didn't deserve it. I knew the water was important.
I want to tell him to forget everything I said tonight. I want to do whatever I can to take this pain away from him. Because whatever happened...
Girlie, you finally stood up for yourself. What the hell?
My God, Rachel, he whispers. My God, Rachel. Rachel.
Rachel. How dare he? I know he's going through it, but she doesn't know that. Oh man, that would wreck me. That would be my 13th reason.
Just finish, Miles. He lifts his head and looks down at me.
What? I mean, at least she has a new apartment now that he doesn't know about. She could just peace out and be done with it. There is not enough space here for them to get back together, is there? Unless this man went to therapy and worked through his past traumas, I don't know if I could ever unhear that. Whew.
She tells me to finish. Finish. I don't like that word. Like, this is a job.
What are the chances that the exact same thing happens? Well, not really the exact same thing, because he didn't say another girl's name. Damn.
My regret over making the choice to not consumes me with the brevity in his response. Goodbye, Tate.
This girl has been taking punches from the very beginning. Ouch.
But it's hard to feel bad for her because as much as she's hurting, she doesn't know pain. She doesn't know it like I know it. I keep pain alive. I keep it in business. I keep it thriving.
Sure, go to therapy.
He doesn't even acknowledge my presence with eye contact. He's staring across the lobby toward the exit. You just let her go.
I love Cap. He's as loyal as they come.
He's listened to me vent about the situation with Tate for months, and he always sits quietly, patiently hearing me out, never giving me advice.
He was two-timing them. I love that.
The sadness that was my life became the moments, and the happiness with Brad became my life.
That's so beautiful. It must be real convenient that he could just fly to Phoenix for free.
I miss you.
That doesn't fix everything, but it's a good place to start.
You saw something in me that gave you hope in us, and you didn't give up on that. And Tate, that means more to me than anyone's ever done.
I mean, good for her that it worked out.
Anything you want to know, I want to tell you, but only if you promise me I can also have your future.
He's got some really good lines.
I didn't fall in love with you, Tate. I flew. He pulled me back to him and
I had gone so long refusing to allow myself to feel anything for anyone. Not that I could have controlled the feelings I was experiencing toward Tate that day. I couldn't control them if I wanted to.
You know. That redeems him a little bit, even if he needs a lot of redeeming. Hell yeah.
The smile on her face is beautiful. The tears streaming down her cheeks are beautiful. Her love is beautiful.
It's going
She
back
exhales
to the
soft breath
middle.
and leans in, because that's exactly what Tate did. She loved me back to life. The end.
Listen, 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 listen. Did the end make everything better? Yeah, it did. That's a really good last line.
Me and Tate and Sam, my family. It's the beautiful moments like these that make up for the ugly love.
Colleen, why? You do this to me every time. Yeah, that got me good. I don't even know what to say. The first 2/3 of the book were not my favorite. I like it when people like stand their ground and like stand up for themselves. And it felt like Tate wasn't doing that at the beginning because it didn't have Miles's point of view. It felt like he was just comparing her to Rachel the whole time. That obviously changed when you got to see his perspective in the present day. I swear, Colleen Hoover she always does a very good job at dealing with grief and like just pulling the emotions out of you. I'm a very emotional person anyway, but like her books always just break me. I always end up crying. Actually, that's not true. I didn't cry with Layla. If you know, you know. If you're in the mood for more bookish content, I will leave the playlist to all of my book-related videos in the description box. I also just finished doing a reading 7 books in 7 days reading vlog challenge where I read Reminders of Him, and that is my favorite Colleen Hoover book of all time. So if you want to see my reaction to that, I will link that in the description box as well as here on the screen. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure to give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. All 3 of those things really help support my channel, so I appreciate it more than you will ever know, and I'm gonna need the rest of the night to recover from what this did to me. So I'll see you guys all next week. Bye!